Okay, alright, greetings YouTube. We're back at it with another video. I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible because I don't have enough time today. Let's put it that way. And quite frankly, there's a lot to go over, and I don't want to, go over all of it in, agonizing detail for y'all. I'm just going to be real. There is a lot of new articles, as you can see on the Warhammer community website here. Right? Just all because of the Adepticon preview we had last night. It was a great preview. I think the Old World had the best preview with the introduction of a new faction, the armies of the Grand Cathay. Oh my gosh, I think this is like an Asian inspired formate or army, or let's say faction, let's put it that way. I don't want to make it too complicated. It was great. I really enjoyed the reveal of it. I'm not going to go through that, it's going to be really loud. But just having like artillery, I'm a big fan of artillery, very biased towards artillery. They have the Jade Warriors here, right? Jade Warriors. They're talking about Jade Lancers, the Cavalry, Grand Canyon, Fire Rain Cannon, a Rocket Battery, and then just like the initial lineup. Oh, looks like a very good starter box, starter lineup or whatnot. Yeah, I really like that. I don't say, okay, thin stand. That's fun. Little details like that. Oh my gosh! And on the stream, if I'm not mistaken, they mentioned that an HQ of some kind can be put in one of these sky lanterns to be able to lead in that way and grant line of sight on through his eyes, so to speak, through the sky lantern like HQ eyes. And for the artillery, so that's pretty cool. Not only that, I get to ride like a horse dragon that flies. Oh my gosh, that's dope. And that's just cool to me. That's just so cool. So great model range. These guys, oh my gosh, the Sentinels, Cathayan Sentinel is so cool, and seeing that thing and knowing there's 3 versions of this guy and you can just declare what version it is at the start. Now, I'm pretty sure they're trying to encourage you to have a specific paint style for a specific version of those clay giants. I'm just going to call them that, these giant Sentinels here, because oh my gosh. And then this one, Miao Ying, the Storm Dragon. Oh my gosh, cool. So cool. This is, oh my god. I wish I had these powers, damn. That's so cool. Oh, being able to transform from one to another like that. That's cool. Man, I wish there was a big shot of the whole army together, because right now I think this is just the initial box set, and then you're going to have to get the characters on the side, the Sky Lantern on the side. But god damn, the size of these here, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna forewarn, I'm gonna try and see if I can find a big ass shot in here, but we'll see. Yeah.
Grand Cathay is among the oldest civilizations in the world. The watch of my father, Sen Yang, the Celestial Dragon Emperor, Grand Cathay stands as a bulwark of harmony against the forces of darkness. Now, as the hordes of chaos threaten to breach our sacred battlements, this haven of order prepares for war. Upon the walls of the great bastion are mustered countless soldiers, ingenious war machines, and other more esoteric defenders who stand ready, determined to hold back the tide. Resolutely, I perform the duty bestowed on me by my divine father centuries ago. Through devout study of the twin powers of yin and yang, I master the elements and summon lightning from the heavens, striking our foes and inspiring all those who fight beneath my banner. I am the master of the storm winds and the supreme patriarch of Nangao. I am Miao Ying. I am the storm dragon. This is Grand Cathay, our eternal empire.
So you get an idea of what's going on, right? And I just gotta say, looking good. I think that was a really good, unveiling. And I'm looking forward to see what else they got in the lineup whenever they expand. I don't think I'm going to be collecting them anytime in the near future. If I do participate in the old world, which is definitely on the docket, just definitely further down the line whenever I have free time or I'm willing to make the time, because I'm more into 40k. Obviously this is a 40k channel primarily, and more specifically Salamander's successors, baby. But anyways, speaking of old world, if I were to do it, it would definitely be Lizardmen, because I'm all about that. Anyways, so we got the Kill Team preview to talk about the NIDS. The NIDS, so good. Showing that there's actually subcategories or different subspecies or subclasses of Raveners, in this Kill Team, which is absolutely so cool. And it makes me wonder, why don't we have them in 40k? But it makes sense as to why we wouldn't have them in 40k, just because things are streamlined on the battlefield, and these seem to be more specialist sort of style of units. So for the Prime, Fell Talon, so this is probably the toxin related, right? Because it's got little nice holes in his sides or pincers, or they're not pincers, they don't pinch, but sides or talons, he's got little holes so he can inject the toxins. That's pretty cool. And then this guy, Tremor Scythe. Okay, so I guess these things, like explained in the show last night, the Adepticon show last night, this is like sensing stuff, like you can sense your vibrations better than the rest, so he's definitely a recon specialist. The Wrecker, physical attributes augmented in every way. Venom Spitter, as the name suggests, this guy will definitely spit toxins your way. And the classic warrior we all know and love, though I guess the all-rounder balanced version, or the generic version, or base version even, maybe. Because I'm also noticing that there's different style of tails. Does that play? No tail on this guy, he's coming right through the ground there. But look, that tail, there's that tail, right? Each and every one of them have a different style of tail, and I wonder if that comes into play at all. But anyways, it just looks so good. And then we got the Adeptus Mechanicus here. They are, cool, really, really cool, but not my cup of tea. And we got, that's nifty. Okay, we got Flamer, Stubbers, cool. All right. So yeah, so that's really nifty. I like that. I'm not tech Adeptus Mechanicus. I'm not technologically inclined like like that, but definitely cool. And then the actual terrain pieces, the Tyranid terrain pieces that we heard rumors about, they're finally here. Delightful. We'd like to see it. We'd like to see it. I might pick those up just because, but we'll see. There's also 3D printing alternatives that look just as good, if not better. So there's that too. Vespid's in the back still with the Aquilans. We'd love to see it. Okay. This is also, okay, this is Age of Sigmar related, right? Not going to go through that. Okay, updates to Age of Sigmar, cool. Seraphim, my boys, if I were to go Age of Sigmar. Because they're also old world, you know, 1 army, 2 systems, love it. So that'd be fun. Okay. So chapter approved. This is the new missions going forward. That's fine. We love it. I'm going to definitely try and pick some up. That's the objective set, eh? I see other people making their own and they want in on the goodness. I want to see. Maybe we've already made better. I don't know, I've already got my own, and especially from my local Red Dragon hobby shop. Love them to death. Dan, you're amazing. And I'm gonna go back here. Right. Now, what I think the biggest reveal of the show was for 40K, definitely this guy here. I was interested in just picking one up just to have it, you know, blood for the blood god, but oh my god, this is, new codexes are announced. Looking good. And see, this has caught my eye too. I'm a bit of a collector. I got that magpie itch, you know. Embarrassing, but it is what it is. I think we all have a little bit of it if we're in this hobby, and we collect little figurines, otherwise known as plastic crap. Affectionately, though. Right? See, look, quarters of a circle there. Damn, have all 4. You get to make the medallion. It's going to be very niche, and there's limited release on these guys, so, you know, scalpers are definitely going to have a field day with this mofo. Yeah, that's such a good model. He's going to be a leader. Apparently he's going to be able to revive just through sheer, like, hate. You know, that's epic. That's epic, to say the least. Then we got Grey Knights, yes! Oh, finally. The Grey Knights are going to come back. We don't know if they're going to get the Primaris treatment. Probably not for a time yet, but they're back here on Armageddon. And they're going to be coming along with, maybe same time, same month, as the new Crusade book as we saw here, Armageddon. So, excuse me, I sneezed. Alright. But you know what I enjoy? I enjoy how epic heroes get their own little flavor now in the Crusade. Because the way I've been running my Crusade with the boys, the homies here in my neck of the woods, is that we get to create our own epic hero. We've done it where, you know, we put it forward and we'll say that this is the stat line, create it, and, you know, oh wait, let me see if I can show you an example, right? So this is an example of stat line that I came up with, you know, for my representation of my chapter master for the Iron Sparks. So you let me know what you think. Clearly, I hope you're seeing it, but clearly I picked up and used Adrax Agaton as the base, as the template for this creation. Yeah, look at that. Okay, right? Just pretty much copy and paste, just renaming of some things. Right, and this was more so a flavor upgrade based on the story that I had written a long time ago for Chapter Master Sushun Steel, and, you know, just literally added devastating wounds to the Thunder Hammer, and 1 attack. That's it. Change the name to Ferrum Scintille, which is Latin for Iron Sparks. And then a nod to my love of the French culture here in Quebec. In Canada's Quebec, we have Larme de Feu. We have Tears of Fire, the renamed pistol that Adrex Agaton has. No changes to that. I added Deep Strike for the jump pack that this guy has, right? Jump pack. Fine if I feel no pain. And then a third ability because, you know, Battleshock tests and stuff like that. And boom, boom, boom. 3 different units that he can lead. Sorry. So, alright, okay, so returning to the article here. Right, so just using that as an example for epic heroes and how we can maybe create our own, have our own story going for Crusade. Anyways, Grey Knights, only 1 new model revealed. I hoped that they would be redoing the basic troop, the purifiers, pacifiers. I'm not familiar with the Grey Knight troops. I'm not familiar enough with them, but this baby chassis here, this baby carrier is quite elegant, quite imposing too, with that melta cannon there and the mace. Oof, love that. Anyways, another article that we're going to quickly go over, and then Space Wolves will be joining Armageddon. We got the battle box here coming out. This is going to be a hot commodity. I can tell you that right now. I know there's a few people in my neck of the woods that are going to be going wild. They're just going to be going buck wild for this. This actually sort of almost converted me to be a Space Wolf myself. I love it. So the Viking theme is amazing, but I'm not a fan of the color. You know, I prefer the 30K color and style to Space Wolves, more Viking-esque rather than wolf. I just prefer that, but I do like the style here. I would just change the color really. Instead of a blue like that, bring it back to a gray. Looking fantastic. Looking fantastic. And the Wolf Priest, oh, so cool. So cool. Love to see it. Love to see it. Tickets for Warhammer World? No. No. I'm not really interested. Actually, Knights, yeah, okay, so this is for the small, okay, Legion Imperialis, yeah, it's a small one. Actually, if you're gonna make like try and make a custom Dreadnought, I truly think, feel, and believe that if you were to buy one of these bad boys, it would be a good conversion, you know? Something more unique. So, oh, okay, there, oh, that's cool. Yeah, these guys are cool, not gonna lie, these guys are cool. Yeah. You know, I just... maybe one day. Just not enough time, not enough money, you know? Know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that's it. I think I saw... well, more than this. I didn't go for this one. Yeah, Beastmen, nice, classic faction. We love them. I don't like them, but I love to hate them, if that makes sense, you know? I appreciate and love their role. I love their existence. They're there. And they give us something to fight, right? So I like that. You know, it gives us something to do. Beastmen are cool, man. I love to face off against them. Oh yeah, and the elves, the wood elves. Yeah. Well, these guys are adorable. These guys are your druids, you know, your little hippies. Yeah, when the hippie finally decides to take up bows. Maybe spears too. Wow. Oh, damn. These guys are pretty cool. Pretty cool. Definitely not my cup of tea, but I'd like to fight alongside them. They probably got some good things for me to try. Creepy, yet somehow inviting. Whoa. Hints. Tree hints. Wow. Hey, well that's cool. Well, glad to see that Old World's getting love. No, and I love that there is some crossover, you know, especially with my lizard men. Love them. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Let me know what you think. Is there anything in particular you would have liked to have seen? Me personally, I would have liked to see more about the roadmap and what those gray photos represent. We had an Imperial Fist, a Salamander, and something else. I don't know. It seemed like a wing to me, so we'll find out. But I hope that it means character refreshes. But I also feel and believe that it might also be a Space Marine 2.0 Codex. I think that because we are the most popular faction, and we are Games Workshop's cash cow, and they will milk this cow until I don't produce any more milk. You know what I'm saying? And how do I put it? We either don't buy the product and they get the message, or we do buy the product and we keep the ball rolling. So anyways, please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you think down below, and hope this video found you well and good health. And again, please help a battle brother out. Subscribe to the channel, let me know what you want to see more of, and I will do my due diligence to deliver that to you. I'll do my best. Pieces. Peace? Yeah. Words.